Welcome to the news. As always, I'm your host, Michael Thomas Robinson. And today we have an exclusive interview with Nicholas of Myra, or as he's better known in the Western world, Santa Claus. Mr. Claus, it's good to have you here.
The pleasure's all yours, Michael.
What? Excuse me?
All right, listen here. I just want to get this out right at the beginning. I am only here because my PR people decided that it would be a good idea, with as the legend gives way to science and all, for me to come forward and be proactive about the concerns about my non-existence. I want to alleviate that. And I need to show that they are only fabricated, slanderous lies created by the naughty of this world to justify their selfish behavior.
Sure, but I wouldn't call that proactive, would you? These rumors have been going around for quite some time.
I just want to make it clear that I'm only here via contract.
Sure.
Plus, with the big day coming up, I figured it'd be relevant.
The Christmas was last month, sir. Right.
Yeah.
So, we all know you, Mr. Claus, as the judicator of joy, the titan of toys, the giver of gifts. But let our viewership know a little bit about the man behind the sleigh. How did you get into this business?
Say that if it's a choice. I was a pretty good bishop back in the 4th century. And we had a couple good years. Our coffers were full. And, I decided to give back a little bit and leave some gold on some peasants' doors. And all of a sudden, I'm being canonized by the church. Then, I'm told I got a promotion and I got to go up north. I never would have agreed to it if I knew what the responsibilities it entailed, Oh, that's good coffee.
Well, Mr. Claus, it is Handsome brand coffee after all.
Just filling in the cracks a little bit,
Right. But we all know you as the purveyor of milk and cookies, Mr. Claus. Not coffee and whiskey?
That's a complete misconception, actually.
Okay.
See, I never could stand milk.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the kids put it out before their bedtime. I show up 6 hours later, and it's lukewarm and turning. Who wants to drink that? Santa likes single malt scotch, kids.
But the cookies, though.
Who doesn't like a good cookie now and again? But you hit 100 million houses, you're gonna get burned out. Plus, not to mention the weight you're putting on.
Okay.
Plus, it's all store-bought processed nowadays. I swear no one bakes anymore.
Well, since you've broached the subject, Mr. Claus, let's talk for a moment about your weight. You no longer have the figure for which you are so renowned. Would you care to comment on that? For, as the poem goes, a visit of St. Nicholas.
Don't you dare incite that f***ing poem.
I see we've struck a nerve.
Let's get the record straight, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It had been a rough couple of years at home. Things weren't going very well with the missus. And I probably had a few too many pints out at the bar with the lads. I gotta tell you, that rabbit, he's an enabler. But anyways, that hack, Clement Moore, he took the pen to paper and immortalized me the way I looked on that particular night. And that's it. I lost all the weight
Just
in the
that
40s.
Really? Was there any particular diet you were on?
Diet? Are you kidding me? There was a war going on.
Oh.
Every time we flew over Europe, they thought we were the Luftwaffe or something.
Do you know how many flak guns were pointed at the sky in Britain alone? It's a dangerous job, Mitchell.
Well, it's actually Michael. But what about your relationship with CocaCola? Don't you feel that at least partially played a role in solidifying your current stereotype?
Here's the deal with Coke. It was a deal. You know, a business arrangement, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Just like this. It's all about the money, you see. Coke was losing sales dollars every winter. Because who wants to drink a cold drink in the winter time?
Mm.
So, what better business strategy than to associate themselves with the face of Christmas?
Mm.
They wanted to keep the fat, jolly version of me, you know, because they said it was more ingrained in the social consciousness. Now, I wasn't too keen on the idea, but hey, I was getting royalties for my likeness, and the North Pole doesn't run on sugar plums and gumdrops, Mickey boy.
Still Michael. But you did say were getting royalties, as in the past tense. Are you no longer getting them? We still see that likeness in all of the advertising. And not just Coke, if I might add.
See, that is the real bitch of it. The contract expired years ago, and I sent out a cease and desist, but they fought it. You know, of course they fought it. Jever, of course. Jever try to fight legally the most recognizable company in the country, the world.
No, I haven't.
They told me since the license had been used for so many years that it was in the public domain. And I'm like, hey assholes, I'm still alive. And I tried to sue them in the international court, but guess what? The UN does not recognize the North Pole as a sovereign nation.
Well, Mr. Claus, I can see how that could be such an aggravating and demoralizing endeavor. I couldn't imagine trying to work through all of that alongside all of the looming labor law violations that the North Pole was trying to...
Hold the fuck up, Michelle. You listen to me and you listen good.
Mr. Claus. For the 100th time. It's Michael. Like Michael Keaton.
I don't give a
or
hell what your name
Bublé,
is.
Michael Myers, Michael Bolton, Michael Collins. Any of these Michael. Yeah, Michael Collins. He was a
Tom Collins.
No.
I could go for a Tom Collins right now. What was I talking about? What were we talking about? What was the conversation?
We were discussing the labor allegations cited against the North Pole and your jurisdiction, specifically the treatment of the elves.
Oh,
and
that's
I'm talking specifically low pay,
that is
long hours,
completely
cramped quarters, abuses
unfounded.
that have not even been seen.
That is completely unfounded. The elves are fed. They are lodged. That is all taken out of their pay. A fair wage, I might add.
Up in your cup.
We have had countless inspections, and we have passed.
Barely.
We have passed all of them. And they can leave whenever they see fit. Not that they could go anywhere.
That's exactly the point.
That's bullshit. I stuck it out, man. When the suits, when they started coming for Wonka, you know what that chocolate slinger did? He got in his glass elevator and he got the out of here. You know what happened to the Oompa Loompas?
Actually heard that what
They're
happened...
down in the teeth mine, working for the damn fairy, motherfucker. The elves should be paying me to take care of them.
No one thinks that.
You know what this is?
What?
This is a fucking setup.
This is not a setup. This is the news. This is an interview.
You're naughty listed. You're all naughty
No, I
listed.
think
You
you just
gotta-
sit down and
Do
get
you
back
have
on
a
the show.
dog?
Yeah.
He's naughty listed. Do you got kids?
No.
Do you want kids?
No.
Naughty listed.
that's-
Everyone you've ever loved is naughty listed. No one's getting presents. Santa Claus is going on vacation. I'm taking this bug for the road. You know what they say? One for the road, Rocky boy.
Well, that concludes our exclusive interview with St. Nick. For the news, as always, I'm Michael Thomas Robinson, signing off. Take care of yourself, lovelies.